All right. Okay. Now we were talking about logic, right?
I'm on conditional statement and symbol practice.
Well, let me ask you these. You know what the logic questions, right, for geometry?
No.
All right. Well, let me cover that definition right quick here. So, because you got to still know that for your test, and
Yeah.
I know they're going to quiz you on that too. So they give this example with Monsters Incorporated logic project here, right? So they give this story like, oh, there's been a break in at the Monsters Incorporated D. I don't know what that means. The card reader for several doors are missing. The following monsters are suspects, and they give one, two, three, four, five monsters. And then each monster they have a statement, and you got to find something of the statement. So, for example, James P. Sullivan stated the following: Yesterday, I saw the card readers. I think, and your assignment is find the converse of his statement. So his statement was what? What was his statement?
Um,
So a statement again. I'm gonna say it again. Yesterday, I think. I'm sorry. Yesterday, I saw the card readers. I think. Yesterday, I saw the card readers. I think. Find the converse of his statement. So you know what that is?
I said I haven't been doing any work. I've been literally just sleeping.
Well, I know you've had this. I know they've covered converse, inverse, and contrapositive for at least over a week now.
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull this quick thing up. I'm gonna send you this as well because I think this will really help you out at least to study. So there's a table here.
Sorry, can sorry, it's not gonna work out.
What's not gonna work? I'm gonna cover it right quick. If you read the table, you'll.
No, I know, right? But just go on. I think you should just make a Zoom account and do it.
Well, I just sent you a table. You can't look at the photo I sent you. Well,
Uh,
let me read you what this is here because I gotta briefly skim over it myself too because I think I know what it is, but I want to be concrete in what I know. So, all right. So conditional is basically what the statement is. So expression P goes to Q. In words, it means if P then Q. So basically, if A happens, then B results. So like if I clap my hands, it's going to make a sound, right? So that's basically the logic in it. Inverse is basically the negation or basically the negative of that statement. So remember I said if I clap my hands it makes a sound. So basically the logic in that is that if in an inverse, if I don't clap my hands then I don't make a sound. Converse basically flips the whole thing around. So converse the logic is if I make a sound then I clap my hands. So they basically
what?
flip it around.
When am I going to Zoom?
Right. And then the contrapositive is basically both flipped and the negative or the negation in this. So you basically doing both, flipping it and making it negative. So if I don't make a noise, then I don't clap my hands. Got it? So the statement here that was given as the example with Sullivan was that yesterday I saw the card readers, I think. So I'm gonna copy this statement over here into Word.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna move this around so it's one sentence. Okay, so it's kind of like a function, but you got to know what to do the function, or like a programming. And they basically explain what the programming is, but you got to rewrite that quote unquote programming language, if that makes any sense. In this case, being a logic programming. So yesterday I saw the card readers, I think. So there's two. So how do we identify what P and Q is, and based on the table? So your first thing that happens.
The P is my penis. The Q is the question.
So it doesn't even necessarily have to be P being that and Q is that. So from what I see, it's like product and quotient, sort of speaking. So your product is your quote unquote what there is, a quotient being the result of that. I think I'm referring to the right information. But P, what happened? And the issue with his statement, because he kind of doesn't say it in straight standard English. He kind of says it in like so we got to flip his thing around basically based on what converse is. P goes to Q, converse is Q goes to P, so flipped, right? So remember, and the clapping hands makes a noise sound. So if I clap my hands, then I make a noise. Converse, if I make a noise, then I clap my hands. So yesterday the card readers, yesterday I saw the card readers. I think this is supposed to be. I think yesterday I saw the card readers, and I'm gonna just copy and paste this here so I don't have to retype it. I think yesterday I saw the card readers, because to me that sounds like it's reverse, right? I think there's your action, one yesterday, and then result being I saw the card readers, because logically you don't say I saw the card readers and then I think. You think that I saw the card readers. That's, in my mind, I feel like he says this sort of reversed.
If math is not unfolded, then it's fun.
So that's my logic here. I'm gonna. All right, so I think it's supposed to be. I think yesterday I saw the card readers. That's my reasoning in that. And then the next, what is the next individual? Next individual in our example is going to be the crab spider monster man. What's his face? Oh, do we have? Okay, so I got a photo of the crab monster guy who's the boss, and then Mike Wazowski, but no text as far as I can see. I don't think they put it in text, unless for some reason he's got this switched into white. But that is so weird. Why does he? I think two of these are glitched. I'm gonna go ahead and download this just in case it's glitched on Canvas. And I'm gonna open up PowerPoints with this assignment.
My friend is helping me so much now.
There we go. Yeah, it did glitch. Okay. Oop, get out of this Russian stuff.
GPS helping me.
There we go. It's trying to translate everything to Russian now. All right. So what's the next guy? Henry J. Waternoose stated the following: why would I take them? I am in charge of this company. So I'm going to take those two statements and kind of make it into one. And I'm going to put his name in here too. All right. There's a space after company in this case. It's supposed to be without a space, but I don't know who made the assignment, whatever. Why would I take them? I am in charge of this company. All right, and then we refer to what is an inverse. Remember, I sent you the tables. Inverse.
So, how does this make me learn?
All right, conditional
How to do my
being. Why would I take them? I'm in charge of this company. So we take that statement and we basically have to make it a negative.
Shit,
If
hold on, let me see
if I
this
don't,
picture.
then I don't
All right,
that. If I don't this, then I don't that. So I am. Why would I not take them? I am not in charge of this company. That's basically, we got to put a not in both of these. Who's texting me? Oh, your group. Okay, so why do you keep adding me to that crazy group?
that's the other one, dumbass.
All right, so we go to why would I not take them? I am not in charge of this company. Okay, so that basically does the inverse in that. And we have, what, 5 people, so I can get rid of number 6 there. All right. So next we have Celia. I'm going to go ahead and just put the names here right quick. We have Celia, Randall Boggs. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 is what, Mike? Oh no, wait, I messed that up. I need to put Mike Wazowski as number 3 here. Come on, I said cut. Oh, it doesn't want to let me do that. Okay. Control X. But it's not letting me do that. Do it manually. Then the numbering system's got to be 3, 4, 5. All right, Mike Wazowski, what is he saying? He is saying, if the door readers are missing, then it's not my fault. Since it's not my fault, I didn't do it.
You might as well just screen share. You might as well just screen share.
You want to go on YouTube? YouTube, you can look at what I'm doing here.
Oh,
All right.
you sus now.
Why am I sus? I'm helping you out. What do you mean?
I came to.
I can screen share, but it's gonna. Actually, can I screen share while I record? I probably can.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
The fuck? Let me go to your channel real quick.
All right.
Wow.
Alright, and then we gotta go to Randall. Oh, I gotta figure out what law of detachment is as well. Alright, so before we get to law of detachment, let's clear Mike and Celia. Alright, if the door readers are missing, then it's not my fault. Since it's not my fault, I didn't do it. Alright, so what's Mike's requirement? Find a syllogism statement. Alright, what's a syllogism statement? Syllogism is a form of reasoning in which a conclusion is drawn from two or three given propositions or statements. It uses deductive reasoning rather than inductive reasoning. You have to take the given statements to be true, even if they are at a variance from established facts. And they give an example here. I just had the example. Okay, here's an example. If P is equal to Q, and if Q is equal to R, then P is equal to R. If P happens, that results in Q, and if Q happens, that results in R, then what happens with P then results in R. Based on law of syllogism.
That's crazy.
So it's basically saying if that happens, then that happens, then that's going to happen, even though it may contradict something. For example, let's see here. If the door readers are missing, then it's not my fault. Since it's not my fault, I didn't do it. So if the door readers are missing, I didn't do it. It's basically kind of skipping the middle part here. So that's what we gotta do. We gotta basically skip that middle section. So we're taking out the default thing. If the door readers are missing, I didn't do it. Alright, so that takes care of Mike Wazowski. Then Celia, yesterday I was at my desk all day, so I don't know what happened to the card readers. Alright, so what do we need to do with Celia right quick here? Yesterday I was at my desk all day, so I don't know what happened to the card readers. Find the contrapositive of her statement. So contrapositive based on the table is both the flipped opposite and so basically true opposite, right? What happened? I think you lost connection. But
Lost my
you
understanding too.
wow, Russian broski, what happened? I don't know. I was reading your thing. Probably there's a connection issue. All right, so Celia, find a contrapositive of her statement. So refer back to the table. And I wish I could pause my thing here. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm going to do this number on purpose so I can clear out discords. All right, let's fix that. Alright, cool. We fixed the screen there. Okay. So, let me go back to contrapositive. Alright, reposting this here. If not Q, then not P. Right, so flipping that around. Alright, so the first thing we do. Right, so we gotta. First, I'm going to reposition this. Move Randall Boggs down. Alright. What do you think? Does yesterday... I think I get rid of so. So I do know what happened to the card readers yesterday. I was not at my desk all day. I think this is what makes sense, right? Because we're flipping them around and we're changing this being a plus, this being a minus to a minus then plus. So I do know what happened to the card readers yesterday. I was not at my desk all day. Now the last one, Randall Boggs. Randall's statement. I could not take the card readers. I was in Maui. They checked. Randall was in Maui. Using the law of detachment, what can you conclude? All right, law of detachment is what we have to know in this case. Have you heard of that before, Utchopa? What law of detachment is? All right. Law of detachment is the most commonly used principle of deductive reasoning. In words, this law says that whenever a conditional statement and its hypothesis are true, the conclusion is also true. That is, the conclusion can be detached from the conditional. All right, let me see an example. Here's an example with P and Q again. Conditional is true if P, then Q is true. Hypothesis is true, P is true, then Q is true. Example. If n is an odd number, then its remainder is 1 when n is divided by 2. Conditional is true. 17 is an odd number, hypothesis is true, then 17 has remainder of 1, then 17 is divided by... then 17 has a remainder of 1 when 17 is divided by 2. It's law of detachment in geometry. Alright, let me see if I have another example. Here's a real-life example of law of detachment. No one needs to be a rocket scientist to know that if a battery of a car is dead, then the car will not start. This is a knowledge that most of us have. Now, suppose a mechanic comes to your house and checked the battery in your car, so this is a little bit incorrect. Suppose a mechanic comes to your house and checks the battery in your car and tells you that battery is dead. What conclusion will you make? You'll make a conclusion that your car will not start. The statement, If the battery of a car is dead, then the car will not start is a conditional statement. Let P equal the battery of a car is dead, and let Q equal the car will not start.
Hi.
We can write the conditional above as P to Q. If P is to Q is read if P, then Q.
Okay.
All
Can you
right.
hear me?
Say that again.
Can you hear me?
No, did you? I can hear you now, but what were you saying something to me prior?
As I'm talking to you right now, as I'm talking to you right now, cheating, cheating.
All right, law of detachment. I can't hear what you're saying. All right. From my understanding, this is what it's trying to say. You're basically making a deductive assumption here. All right, figure examples of the law of detachment in geometry and algebra. If a figure is a triangle, then the sum of the angles are equal to 180 degrees. Figure ABC is a triangle, then the sum of the angles in figure ABC is equal to 180 degrees. If that is true, then that is true, then that is true, from what I'm seeing. Who do you think stole the card readers? What do you think, Humane, based on these statements?
I'll be honest, I didn't listen to anything you said. I'm forcing on my assignments.
Well, you ought to listen.
Yeah, my bad.
And I took time
I'm
to.
doing it. Look. I did. Tell you how many geometry assignments I did. I did. I did. I did 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assignments.
I'm thinking that they want to imply Randall took it.
I
Oh,
think it was
there's
4
question
assignments.
6. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make the assumption that Randall. Well, actually, crap. What I'm trying to figure out is your teacher is going to be tricky and trying to get the students to state Randall and then be like, haha, I got you, and it's somebody else because of this reason. I hope it's not that kind of situation. Um, I'm going to come to the assumption that.
What?
What? So Randall was in Maui. So based on that reasoning, he was not at location. Therefore, what assumption he was not physically able to take the cards since he was not on property. Celia, yesterday I was at my desk all day, so I don't know what happened to card readers. But where's the card readers located? They don't give that information either, so that's the next issue. Mike Wazowski, if the doors readers are missing, then it's not my fault. Since it's not my fault, I didn't do it. So if something doesn't exist and it's not my fault. I mean, that's kind of jumping there.
Yeah. What assignment are you on right now?
Since it's not my fault, I didn't do it. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning to Mike in that case. I'm in charge. Why would I do it? I don't know, man. This is kind of interesting because then I think I saw it yesterday doesn't imply anything other than person thinks that they saw it yesterday. Typically, in logic, I'm guessing he did see it, but that doesn't imply that somebody stole it.
Yeah, that's true. It's the teacher makes it confusing.
I know.
There's-
Because I hate when they
That's
do these
why, bro.
situations.
That's why. So
Because logically,
that's why.
what they would do is they would do an investigation, and then yeah, because in investigations of larceny, they would be more than just interview in this case. I would assume. Um, I think they just wanted an answer in this case, and it's an extra credit thing, so they'll give you probably a one for completing the assignment. Is my assumption. I'm gonna say Mike is suspicious of. I think they call them card readers, right? Mike is suspicious of larceny due to his assumption of missing card readers. Giving effect to.
Have been eight. Injury. Can you hear me?
No, say that again.
I'm having a injury.
You have an injury.
Groin injury. No, I was just shooting the ball. Like I was preparing to shoot the ball, right? And I shot it with power. Then, like, I think I pulled something there, or I just injured it, or something. It hurts.
Alright, let's check the score. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so I'm gonna go with this here. Alright guys, well thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time. Subscribe if you have not already, and like this video. Appreciate you all watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time.